So Newton was the scientist, in common, Newton is very, it's a very common scientist. It is well known scientist for its working in physics. So Newton has given three, Newton gave three different laws regarding the motion of the object. Okay, suppose uh, here is a ball. For simplicity, let's assume that it's a ball. So Newton said, if you kick this ball, like it's a football, and if you kick this football, then the football will move like this. Okay, according to Newton, this football will never ever stop if you would not apply any force to stop this object. If you would not apply any force to stop this object, this football will keep its motion in the same direction. According to the Newton, if you apply some force on a football or any object, it will start moving in a particular direction, and if there is no reverse direction, or if there would be no external force to stop its motion, it will continue its motion in the same direction. Okay, this is one aspect. Okay, now we know that, like, the football, after some motion, like if in a particular direction, the football stops. The reason is air friction and ground friction and gravity. If these forces are removed, in space, we know that there is no such type of force. If you throw an object, it will continue in a particular direction, so it will follow the same pattern forever. Like our earth is following a pattern, there is no friction, but once it was thrown in such direction, it is continuously orbiting in that direction. So similarly, if the football is kicked, it will start moving in a particular direction, and it will continue its motion in that direction. The second aspect is, if you don't kick this football, the football will rest at that point forever. Like in our rooms, there are different chairs and tables. If we don't apply force on them, the tables and chairs would stay over there for a long time, forever. So there are two aspects of Newton's first law. So let's start with Newton's first law. So Newton's first law says, object in state of rest object in state of rest will remain at rest, and object in state of motion will remain in state of state of motion. Okay, now we will divide this statement into two parts. Okay, here is first part, and here is the second part. Okay, so object will remain in state of motion. We know that object will remain in state of motion, but until when no external force acts on it, until no external force acts on it. So object in state of rest will remain in state of rest until no external force acts on it, unbalanced force acts on it. This is first statement of Newton's first law. And the second state is object in state of motion will remain in state of motion until when? Until no external force acts on it. Oh, here is a force. So until no external force on an object, the object in state of rest will remain at rest, and object in state of motion will remain in state of motion. Okay, okay, this is our Newton's first law.